Jane, before we go to sleep, I want to remember to tell you a story about when I was little and afraid to go to bed at night without the light on, and my mom would let me sleep in her bed. And she taught me the first prayer that I ever know. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow morning. Well, Jane, I wanted to tell you the story, tell you about that first prayer that my mother taught me, that I started telling you the other night when I was laying in bed. She had a cross above her and my dad's bed, and on the top of the cross it had a sign. The letters said INRI, like this cross. If you go out into my office in the behind the house, I have that cross hanging up, and you can see the letters there. Well, I was too young to even know what letters were, so she taught me and my sister Eileen to write the shape on our forehead, and we practiced to draw INRI even before we knew they were letters. We were too little to know what the alphabet was. But my mom taught me, and she taught me the prayer to say was, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, save me from a sudden and unprepared death. Lord, I know I'm going to die sometime. But if I die before I wake, Jesus, have mercy on me. So she taught us that prayer, and every day of my life, maybe I forgot sometimes, but nearly every day of my life, as soon as I lay down in the bed, my hand comes up and I scratch those letters. That was the way that they spelled Jesus' name. Jesus, Nazareth, King was Rex, R, and of the Jews. They spelled Jews with an I. So I've been saying that prayer all my life, since I was maybe 3 or 4 years old. Even when I was in the Marine Corps, we weren't allowed to do anything except what the drill instructor said, and they would have us, all 100 of us, standing in front of our bed, and then they say, mount the bunk, and we all had to jump into bed and lay there at attention. And the drill instructors would then tell us, sleep, and we were supposed to fall asleep like that. They'd turn the lights out, but as soon as they turned the lights out, my hand would reach up and rub those letters into my forehead. So that's the first prayer that my mother ever taught me, and even 65, 67 years later, it's still the last thing that I think of when I go to bed at night. Cruiser, is that the end of the world? No. Well, it's getting pretty late in the afternoon. Can we stop there? See? What town is it? Saria. Saria? See? Okay, well, we can go that far and we'll stop for the night, okay?